Thanks for joining us. Today we're being joined by Joe Dufur, the Executive Director for Safe Talk for Teens. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Tell me, how and when did this Safe Talk for Teens initiative or the nonprofit start?
So we opened our doors in 2013. We are a nonprofit. This is the brainchild of Michael Dermody and a close friend of mine who chooses to remain anonymous. And the idea behind it was to service kids with unmet needs.
Joe, talk to me about when you say children with unmet needs, what are you referring to?
We coach life skills, the essentials. I call it the foundation of life. Positive and healthy coping tools, improve decision making through core values, goal setting, and we also provide a safe and confidential place for kids to come talk to an adult to help them navigate through the stresses, difficulties, and challenges of life.
What is the mission of Safe Talk for Teens?
Our mission is to motivate kids, redirect them, guide and assist them, and when necessary, since we're not counselors, we're therapists, we're life coaches. Mm-hmm. When necessary, we refer out to counselors and programs throughout the community.
Excellent. Where do most of the children come from? Where do you find the people that need your program?
Most of our kids are referred through the schools.
Okay.
School counselors, administrators, teachers, even secretaries.
They must love what you do.
Absolutely. It's a win-win situation between our program and the schools. We help them,
right.
Like I said, really deal with the negative emotions of life, of anger, sadness, depression, stress.
Good stuff.
Anxiety.
Yep. We've had a lot of conversations. We've sat down at your desk many times, and I love not only what you do, but I love specifically how you do it. I love the fact that it's very process-driven, and it's not always with just the kids, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, that, in fact, our first appointment, we meet with the kids and the parents. So we explain the program to both. All right, and we have an written exercise that we engage the kids in, focusing on the coping tools, improved decision making, goal setting. Upon completion of that, we give the kid the opportunity to decide if they want to talk to us alone or if they want their parents to stay. There's no right or wrong answer. It's based on their own individual comfort zone. Mm-hmm. So, but the main thing is we want kids to feel comfortable in opening up to us, okay? Laying the cards on the table so that we can navigate from there. We understood when we started this program that one of the unmet needs were that a lot of kids just don't feel comfortable talking to their parents about some things or anything. But they really do need an experienced adult or an adult to talk to help them navigate the negative emotions of life.
Right. What are the age groups that you serve, and what geographical location do you serve?
So we serve all of Washoe County, including Incline. So all of Washoe County, and the age groups are 8 to 19.
So you've touched lightly on the processes and the written process that you bring a child through. Talk to us a little bit more in detail about how you deliver your mission to the children.
So first of all, once I explain the program, okay, and I get some feedback both from the kid and the parents and find out what the dynamics are that we're talking about here, I take it over from there and I establish a relationship, rapport. All businesses are about relationships, as we know. I'm very transparent, so I'm willing to open up to the kids and let them know a little about me, about some of the challenges that I've had as a young kid and throughout my lifetime. And then initially how I made the mistake of turning to the wrong coping tool to cope with one of or several of the negative emotions that I was dealing with at the time. Life happens, and for me, it was my parents initially arguing at home, and then that led to a divorce, my father's death in the family, having to move away from Gardnerville, where I grew up with all my buddies for almost 12 years and dreamed of playing football and baseball at Douglas High School. So we ended up moving in the 8th grade to, of all places, Sun Valley.
Okay.
And so that was a difficult transition, and the most difficult part of that was losing my friends. So I was experiencing all of those negative emotions. I was mad, sad, stressed, depressed. I had anxiety and grief based on the loss of my father.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I had to acclimate to my mother's marriage, my stepfather. He ended up being a nice guy, really nice guy, but it was me that wasn't willing to accept another man in my life.
Yep.
So I say all this because these are really
Common.
Mm-hmm. In the family unit. Maybe a little different, but it all starts in the family unit.
Right.
And that's why we really focus on mending relationships between the kids and the parents. And we actually have an exercise that we utilize in which the parents write down 3 things that they can change about themselves to improve their relationship with their child, and vice versa. So we try not to leave any stones unturned once they come into our doors.
The children that come to you through the guidance counselors are not necessarily not necessarily children that have fully lost control. These are people that are showing warning signs or indicators. Or talk to me a little bit about that. What constitutes a guidance counselor reaching out to you?
Well, honestly, any kid, any adult would benefit from positive and healthy coping tools, improved decision making, because as we know, adults make poor decisions as well at times.
I think I might have to book an appointment.
And of course, goal setting, and lastly, probably most importantly, the importance of coming to a safe and confidential place to come talk to me or our other life coach, Gary Landa, who's also very experienced, and he retired from the school district as a school counselor.
Excellent. Talk to me a little bit about your team.
We have a fantastic team. Gabriela Wadron, aka Gabby.
Right.
She's our office administrator. And Gary Landa is our newest member of our team. As I mentioned, he's retired from the school district and came on board in January.
Tell me about a specific story of impact, or maybe a child that sticks out and one that just kind of blew your mind.
Well, I've got quite a few of those, and we'd be here a long time if I talked about more than one. But one that I'll share is a young lady, Hispanic young lady. I say young lady, she's a sophomore at UNR right now. She wants to be a nurse. But anyways, while she was in middle school at Pine, she started having some drug issues and gang issues. She went to Galena High School, and her counselor referred her sophomore year, which is when I started seeing her. And she had some challenges with her father, some relationship issues. Ultimately, after years, we mended the fence for them. So that's obviously one of the things we do. But anyways.
Joe, that is awesome. I love that.
I appreciate it.
Keep going. Don't stop now.
I wasn't going to. Because the best is yet to come. But anyways, so her senior year, she had to write an essay for the Rotary Club. And I found out this information from a principal in the school district from another high school, Darville Bell. he made me aware that during the interview, this young lady had mentioned that if it wasn't for Safe Talk for Teens, she wouldn't be here right now.
Wow.
So that,
Wow.
I mean, that really hit home.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, who knew at the time, you know? But we're definitely having a tremendous impact on kids here in this program, and just lending a set of ears and just pointing them in the right direction, coaching them in life skills, how to get through those difficult times.
Joe, as the executive director for Safe Talk for Teens, how can the community come together and help you now?
I tell you what, I'm so impressed by this community. They're so giving and caring. We have foundations that donate to us, parents that donate to us. Our services are free, completely free, but parents still insist on giving us something, and that's from the heart. That's fantastic. So how can they help us? Keep funding us through donations. Joining with GratisGives, it's a unbelievable program.
Joe, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And before we end, is there anything else that you forgot to mention that you really want the community to know about Safe Talk for Teens?
Well, I guess that would be that, yes, our bread and butter are our schools. We partner with schools, so we do get most of our referrals from them. However, anybody can access our program. All they have to do is go to our website.
What's your website?
Just give us a call. Safe Talk for Teens at safetalkforteens.org.
safetalkforteens.org. Excellent. Considering the GratisGives funds are unrestricted funds, how do you plan to use them to further impact the community with your mission?
Well, we'll continue using those funds. For example, $325 services one kid through 4 appointments, and if they need more than 4, if they have 10, we'll still continue seeing the kids based on that $325 donation. So, for example, $5,000 will service approximately 15 kids, and $10,000, 30 kids.
Right on. Excellent.
So yeah, we'll continue doing what we're doing, you know, but we need that continuous flow of donations coming in order to keep our program going for this community.
More funding, more kids.
Absolutely.
That's a pretty easy formula.
And you know, we've been open 7 years, and we've touched a lot of kids, but we just want to expand throughout all of Washoe County, and the more kids, the better.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about your experience with the GratisGives team.
The GratisGives team is just phenomenal, to say the least. You and all of your staff are just very, very positive. Your heart's in the right place, obviously, with the GratisGives program. Again, it's a win-win situation for business owners to save them the credit card processing and to give to the community. In fact, we've even had part of the team volunteer here, so that's what kind of people you have on your team.
Right on.
You've been blessed.
We are a lucky group of people. We have good people. Thank you. Every team member at Gratis is inspired about building bridges between the local nonprofits and the local business owners. Talk to us a little bit about some of the connections we've been able to create for you.
Those connections have absolutely been phenomenal. Those business owners that choose us, I can't thank them enough. They're definitely making a difference. Without those business owners, without our foundations, who I'm very grateful to as well, and all donations, they're helping us help kids, and therefore making a tremendous difference in this community and making it a better place to live overall. Because having been a juvenile probation officer for almost 26 years, I understand the importance of working with kids and families as early as possible. One of the things I'd like to make clear is we don't just see kids that are exhibiting the early warning signs of absenteeism, grades are starting to slip downhill, changes in attitude or behavior at home or school. We honestly see kids, great kids, that perhaps need some motivation, need a little push, or even those kids that are putting a little too much pressure on themselves. You know, I'm talking kids that have a 4.0 GPA, may be involved in sports or other extracurricular activities, ROTC, what have you. They're putting a little too much stress on themselves. So it's important that they learn how to manage that stress.
Great point.
And that's what we do here. We teach these kids how to manage those negative emotions of being mad, sad, stressed, depressed, anxiety, and worst of all, grief. And having been through some of those myself as a young kid, I can relate, of course. So that helps those kids buy into our program, and it also helps us establish that relationship. So when kids come here, and parents, I mean, it's pretty low key for the most part. It's talking, okay, one-on-one. If the kid decides to talk to me alone, or if they want the parents present, that's fine too. Totally up to them, as I mentioned earlier.
With so many credit card processor options out there available to business owners today, what would you tell a potential business owner that's considering using GratisGives?
What's there to think about? I mean, it's honestly, it's a no-brainer. You're saving money. Who doesn't want to save money in their business fees? And you're contributing to the community.
Joe, you inspire me, dude. I love it. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for sitting down with me and explaining to everyone how Safe Talk for Teens benefits the community. And as always, if there's anything I can do for you or my team can do for you, please let us know.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and thank you for having me, and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are moving mountains. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.